He refused to accept the Fields Medal, which is the greatest honor a mathematician can have. It's even higher than the Nobel Prize.
He was disappointed by the response of the community, the mathematicians, to his earlier work, where they dismissed it and didn't treat him with proper respect because he was not considered one of them.
Imagine cracking a mathematical code so complex that it eluded the brightest minds for a century. You earn the right to claim a $1 million prize, global fame, and the highest honor in your field. But instead of stepping into the spotlight, you vanish. Leaving the world to wonder, why would anyone walk away from such incredible achievements? This is the baffling tale of Grigori Perelman, the mathematician who solved the unsolvable and then disappeared. In the year 2000, the Clay Mathematics Institute issued a monumental challenge to the world's greatest mathematicians: solve any of the 7 Millennium Prize problems and earn $1 million, alongside the respect and admiration of the entire scientific community. These problems were not just theoretical exercises, they were key to understanding the very foundations of mathematics, physics, and even our universe. Among them was the Poincaré Conjecture, a problem posed by French mathematician Henri Poincaré in 1904. It sought to answer a deceptively simple-sounding question about the nature of three-dimensional spaces. If every loop in a given space can be shrunk down to a point without cutting the space, is that space essentially a three-dimensional sphere? This wasn't just abstract theory. The Poincaré Conjecture had deep implications for our understanding of the universe itself. If proven, it would confirm that our universe on a large scale might be shaped like a three-dimensional sphere, a mind-boggling concept with ramifications for cosmology, quantum physics, and beyond. For nearly a century, mathematicians tried and failed to prove the conjecture. Some of the greatest mathematical minds of the 20th century threw everything they had at it, only to come up short. Enter Grigori Perelman, a man as enigmatic as the problem he would eventually solve. Born in 1966 in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Russia, Perelman was recognized as a prodigy from an early age. His mother, a mathematician herself, nurtured his talent, ensuring that he attended the best schools in the Soviet Union. By the time he was a teenager, Perelman's abilities were beyond exceptional. At 16, he won a gold medal with a perfect score in the International Mathematical Olympiad. But unlike other prodigies who might bask in the attention, Perelman was different. He was intensely private, introverted, and driven by an almost monastic dedication to mathematics. After completing his undergraduate studies at Leningrad State University, Perelman continued his education at the prestigious Steklov Institute of Mathematics. His work quickly caught the attention of top mathematicians around the world. He was invited to the United States to conduct postdoctoral research at several leading institutions, including the Current Institute at New York University and the University of California, Berkeley. Here, he was introduced to some of the most advanced and complex problems in mathematics, further honing his already formidable skills. For Perelman, mathematics wasn't a career, it was a calling. By the late 1990s, Perelman had returned to Russia, where he resumed his work at the Steklov Institute. He largely retreated from the international mathematics community, preferring to work in isolation. During this time, he turned his attention to one of the most elusive challenges in mathematics, the Poincaré Conjecture. American mathematician Richard Hamilton had made significant progress towards solving the conjecture in the 1980s, developing a mathematical technique known as Ricci flow, which could be used to analyze the shape of three-dimensional spaces over time. However, Hamilton's work, though groundbreaking, wasn't enough to crack the Poincaré Conjecture. The problem still lacked a crucial piece, an insight that would connect all the dots. Perelman, working alone in St. Petersburg, found that missing piece. In November 2002, without any prior announcement, Perelman published the first of 3 papers on Arxiv, an open-access repository for scientific papers. These papers were dense, complex, and revolutionary. Perelman had not only solved the Poincaré Conjecture, he had introduced new mathematical concepts that would have a lasting impact on the field. His work didn't just solve an old problem, it opened new avenues of thought, offering tools and ideas that would influence future generations of mathematicians. The mathematical community was stunned. For decades, the Poincaré Conjecture had stood as an insurmountable challenge. Now, suddenly, a solution had appeared, seemingly out of nowhere. Over the next few years, teams of mathematicians scrutinized Perelman's proof, searching for any errors or gaps, but they found none. By 2006, it was universally accepted that Perelman had indeed solved the Poincaré Conjecture. His proof was elegant, yet extraordinarily complex, a testament to his profound understanding of geometry and topology. This achievement was nothing short of historic. Perelman had accomplished what many had believed was impossible. He was awarded the Fields Medal, the most prestigious prize in mathematics, often likened to the Nobel Prize. But in a move that shocked the world, Perelman declined the award. "I do not want to be on display like an animal in a zoo," Perelman said, rejecting the Fields Medal. And that wasn't all. When the Clay Mathematics Institute offered him the $1 million prize for solving the Poincaré Conjecture, Perelman also turned it down. His reasoning was simple. He didn't care about the money. He had solved the problem for the sake of knowledge, not for material gain or recognition. To him, the true reward was the solution itself, a solution that had eluded humanity for so long. In a rare interview with a Russian newspaper, Perelman expressed deep disillusionment with the mathematics community, criticizing the way it was driven by competition, ego, and self-promotion. He had no interest in becoming a public figure or in receiving accolades for his work. His disdain for the limelight was as strong as his love for mathematics. Instead, Perelman withdrew even further from public life. In 2005, he resigned from his position at the Steklov Institute, effectively cutting his last formal ties with the mathematical world. Since then, he has lived in near total isolation, reportedly residing in a modest apartment in St. Petersburg with his mother. He has refused all interview requests and has not published any new work. His silence has only added to his mystique, turning him into a figure of almost mythical proportions in the mathematical community. Perelman's story is not just about mathematics, it's a meditation on the meaning of life itself. In a world where so much value is placed on wealth and fame, Perelman's actions seem almost incomprehensible, yet they offer a profound commentary on what truly matters in the quest for knowledge. Unlike many who chase after material success or public recognition, Perelman seems to have been driven purely by the desire to understand the mysteries of the universe. His rejection of fame and fortune can be seen as a statement that true fulfillment lies not in external validation, but in the internal satisfaction of having pursued and achieved something of profound significance. But Perelman's story is also a cautionary tale about the isolation that can come with such a singular focus. His decision to withdraw from public life raises questions about the cost of genius. Is it possible that the very qualities that enabled him to solve one of the most difficult problems in mathematics also alienated him from the world around him? In seeking to understand the universe, did Perelman lose something essential about what it means to be human? These questions are, of course, speculative. Perelman himself has offered little insight into his motivations or feelings. His few public statements suggest a man who is deeply disillusioned with the world of professional mathematics, but offer little clue as to how he views his place in the broader human story. What we do stand the test of time remains an enigma. In the end, Grigori Perelman's story is about more than just the solution to a century-old mathematical problem. It is a story that touches on the deepest questions of human existence. What is the purpose of knowledge? What does it mean to lead a successful life? And how do we reconcile the pursuit of truth with the complexities of the human condition? Perelman may never re-emerge from his self-imposed isolation, and we may never fully understand the reasons behind his choices. But his legacy will continue to spark curiosity, admiration, and reflection for generations to come. He solved the unsolvable, only to disappear, leaving behind a mystery as profound as the one he unraveled. If you found this story of Grigori Perelman intriguing, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the lives of extraordinary minds. Let us know in the comments what you think drove Perelman to walk away from it all: fame, fortune, and recognition. And if there's another enigmatic figure you'd like us to explore, drop their name in the comments below. Thanks for watching.